No, this is they were having some issues with the camera earlier today, so this might just be
Oh.
a
Mm-hmm.
variation of it. So Kempton, you may be the only one in today. If you wouldn't mind trying to send out a
Yeah, invite to others.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. All
it's
right.
not
Let's
this
see.
camera though.
Okay.
It's that
Let's
camera.
see.
Yeah.
Hmm? Okay, let me send it out
I don't
as
know why
well.
the Hangout's working just fine. It's a camera issue. Because I've got a Hangout, got people on it, we're talking, everything's up and running. It's a camera. Do you want to see what the camera looks like? Okay. 30 out, guys. Tony, do you have comments on both, right?
Yes.
Okay. You may need to go on a little bit since it's only you and Kempton in the Hangout today.
They're long. Both of them are long.
Okay, good. Welcome everyone into the News 4 Forum. The show you don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're starting off this morning with a look at what's trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is officer involved hit and run motorcycle crashes and injures one. NHP troopers say that the crash happened yesterday on Interstate 80 near Sierra Street. Officers say that the officer is a 17-year veteran of the department and has minor injuries. Troopers found the pickup possibly involved, but the search for the suspect continues. On CNN.com, the most read story this morning is the 5 worst consumer complaints. Yeah, according to CNN, schemes targeting the elderly are by far the worst. That's according to an annual survey of 40 local and state consumer protection agencies that were asked to signal out one of the most outrageous complaints they have ever received over the past year. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Twins add undrafted pitcher prospect with 100-mile-per-hour fastball, by the way, from out of nowhere. According to Fox News, the 6'6" right-handed Brandon Paulson was signed to a $250,000 contract. Last week, he traveled to Minneapolis to undergo a physical at Target Field. Paulson will begin as a reliever. Trending on Twitter this morning is hashtag, once again, Gaza. This dramatic video shows the moment an Israeli artillery strike hit a crowded shopping area in Gaza City. 16 people were killed and more than 200 wounded in this strike. A cameraman from Menara TV was filming when an ambulance rushed towards that scene, and he captured this video. Now on to our viewer voice segment where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account and circle me, Melissa Carlson, and let me know that you're interested. All right, Julie Lodson says that she tried to buy alcohol at a Walmart, and the store wouldn't let her because her underage daughters were there. Marcus McIntosh has a story.
Go get it. Good girl. Good girl. Bring it back.
Today is a good day for Julie Lauritzen and her twin daughters. This past July 4th was not so good. Julie says her 20-year-old twins were with her at the Walmart near Jordan Creek as she bought some things for the holiday, including 5 cans of an alcoholic beverage called Strawberry Rita. She says her ID was checked, and then the cashier asked for the IDs of her daughters. She told the cashier they were still minors. Julie says the cashier told her,
Then you can't buy these Strawberry Ritas. Seriously? And so I just kind of started asking her, I'm like, what are you talking about? These aren't for them. These are for me.
Lauritzen says the cashier told her it was policy, something Walmart's spokesperson denies and says if this did happen,
that would be wrong and that would be incorrect.
Walmart spokesperson says there are circumstances when someone purchasing alcohol who is in their 20s with other individuals who are underage, when questions will be asked and the sale of alcohol could be denied. But says the company, as a rule, does not routinely ID minors who are with adults.
We specifically don't have a policy to ID minors because they're not the ones buying the alcohol. It's the adult. So we have the policy, of course, to ID the adult.
But Laritzen is not alone. Social media has stories from other people who share Laritzen's experience, an experience backed up by her daughters who feel an unfair assumption was made about them.
It was really awkward, and it kind of hurt me because I thought she was assuming that I was going to be drinking them, and I thought it was unfair. I think the situation could have been handled a lot differently. I think instead of accusing, she could have gone about it a different way.
And it all ended with, "You have a nice 4th of July." I'm like, really?
I was planning on it.
That was Marcus McIntosh reporting. The Walmart spokesperson said that he would look into this and other similar incidents. I was surprised. This morning we were talking about it in the morning meeting, how many people in our newsroom here had said, yeah, actually, I've been carded before if I had people with me that were of the same age or looked younger, etc. Apparently, this happens quite a bit. Have to say, never happened to me. And not just at Walmart. They had said other stores as well. Kempton, what are your thoughts about this? If I'm a mom and I have 2 little ones with me and I want to go grab a bottle of wine, should I not be able to buy that because I have 2 little ones with me?
Yeah, you should totally be able to buy alcoholic drinks for yourself. I mean, babies, in this case, the daughters are much older, but the thing is, it's the person who is buying it, right? I mean, you can't assume that they are going to do illegal, guilty stuff. Well, if you're going to assume that an adult walking into the store alone, you can assume that they're going to give it to underage kid, like 6 years old. Now, that would be totally ridiculous.
Yeah, and by the way, for the kids who have ever tried to buy alcohol from somebody, they wait outside and give the person money to go in. You think they go in with them? I don't know, okay, maybe that's a mute point, but still, I can't believe that that's happening. Tony, we have a lot of comments on this on Facebook.
We do. Michelle says, you know what, in fairness, that cashier could have been fired, lost their job, never worked, where alcohol is sold again, and have been sued by the company if it had turned out to be a sting. So kind of saying she did the right thing. But Molly says, this literally happened to me with my mother 2 years ago when she wanted to buy a tiny bottle of wine for sauce for dinner that night. That was fun. She says she's not fond of Walmart.
Yeah, interesting. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. No strollers, no high chairs, no booster chairs, and no children making noise in the dining room. All of them not allowed. That's the message one California restaurant is sending to its patrons. Fisherman's Wharf is one of the Monterey Peninsula's biggest tourist attractions. Tons of people head there every year. And the sign at Old Fisherman's Grotto says basically this: no strollers, no high chairs, no booster chairs. Sending the wrong message, a lot of people say. The owner of Old Fisherman's Grotto, though, says that he doesn't care if some people are offended. If you don't like it, eat somewhere else.
The place has the rules. That's what the rules are. Either you go in and you abide by the rules, or you find a place that's more suitable to your dining.
And he also says the policy has been in place for 2 years. They've had 2 signs up since then, and just recently added a 3rd, so their message is clear. Asking our Google Plus crew, which, by the way, I have to say small but mighty today, what you think about it. If they say, hey, listen, here's the deal, we don't want them. We just simply do not want them in a restaurant, potentially bothers other patrons, we don't have to deal with the mess that kids can leave behind, then it's a prerogative, right? It is their restaurant. Kempton?
Yeah, I think I totally agree with the restaurant here. To me, if there's no sign and why not, hey, I mean, it gives a sense of discriminating people. But there's a big sign, and apparently they've done it, they've been doing this for 2 years, big sign out the entrance of the restaurant. If you don't want to go in, don't go in. I mean, it's like restaurant that asks people who wear a tie, for guys to wear a tie and jacket. I know the rule, and I don't want to go to that type of restaurant. I just don't go in. I won't force them to change the rule.
But don't you think this isn't discriminatory at all to you, Kempton? I mean, what if they said it, no blondes allowed? Blonde hair, where we think you can be kind of ditzy, you don't pay your bill well or whatever, you can't come in. Wouldn't that be discriminatory?
Well, blonde is an adult, right? I mean, you discriminate against someone's hair color or the skin color of the skin. But in this case, if the restaurant really wants to cater to clients that just want a very quiet environment, a more mature environment, then having kids and that sometimes parents can control can be a problem and can wreck the ambience, right?
I disagree, Kempton. I disagree. Tony, what do we have on Facebook?
Well, Hater says, what about the kids? Where can they eat? And our Dana says, I have 3 kids, and you know what? Every time we get a babysitter and go out to a nice restaurant, we have to deal with other people's kids. So this is great.
Wow, I love it. Okay. We'd love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comment on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks, you guys, for being with us. We appreciate it. All right, coming up next, ever wonder what your parents would be like at Burning Man? Yeah, we'll look no further than the Nevada Museum of Art. More on that coming up later. What do you want to do, Amanda? Okay, well, while we figure this out, what would you like to do? Amanda.
Darren.
Is Amanda in?
Nevada Art, can you hear us? We see that you just popped in.
Can you hear us, Nevada Arts? And we can't see your video.
Amanda Lehman. Okay, no. What we're going to do is we're moving weather up. If we can get her in, we'll still use her. If we put in that mosquito app now, we're going to kill her time later. If we want to continue to still try to get her, put weather up, push her down. Okay?
Okay. So we're doing weather. Weather's now. Let's do this.
And welcome back, everybody. Here we are, Thursday, that cool slide into the weekend. Obviously, though, the temperature is not going to be super cool.
No, in fact, they're going to warm up a little as we head into the weekend, but just by a few degrees. We're a little bit close to average today and maybe a little bit above average by the time we get to the weekend. The bigger story, that chance for those showers still out there as we make our way through the day today and the rest of that 7-day. That in a bit, but first, we'll check out a beautiful sunset picture sent in by Mandy to our Facebook page. Mandy says this is from Stead. Beautiful stuff there. Thank you so much, Mandy, for sending that in to us. That is our cover photo, facebook.com/KRNV News 4 if you want to go check that one out. And, of course, a lot of others, and you can like us while you're there. We'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. For your Thursday headlines, some afternoon clouds out there for the forecast. We started out with sunshine this morning, and we'll start to see those clouds building into the afternoon hours. Isolated storms out there, too. That remains in the forecast. About a 20% chance for showers and storms across the area. Near average temperatures, too, and we'll actually slide a little bit above average as we make our way into the weekend. Right now in Reno, it is 84 degrees. We have calm winds at the moment at the airport, 26% humidity, and partly cloudy skies. Those clouds beginning to grow again as we head into the afternoon hours. 81 in Carson City right now, 87 in Fernley, 88 in Smith Valley. We're in the upper 70s for South Lake Tahoe. We do have some scattered activity there, especially central and eastern Nevada. There's some heavier showers pushing through parts of eastern Nevada, creating some flooding issues already at this hour. As we go through the afternoon, the best chances for showers and storms will be into the Sierra and again out through central and eastern Nevada, but we're all kind of under the gun for some activity today. So we could see some showers and thunderstorms, some of them heavy and slow moving, so we do have a flash flood watch in place as a result, and we'll talk about that now. So here shaded in green, this flash flood watch in place, and then see this green box out in Elko County? That is
you have the phone number to call them directly. All they need to do is the
very
link,
slowly
click.
out
So
in that area, so creating some flooding
like,
issues. Up and around Lake Tahoe into the 70s to the low 80s today. Partly cloudy skies in between any showers that do develop. Those showers will be isolated to scattered across the area. So in between those, just partly cloudy skies and staying dry. 92 in Dayton, 87 in Minden and Gardnerville. Not too much wind out there today unless you happen to get under one of those showers or storms. 88 in Elko for the high today. 86 in West Wendover. Western Nevada topping out again into the 80s to the low 90s, partly cloudy skies, and about a 20% chance of a shower or a storm. To the north, a little bit less of a chance. 93 today in Herlong, and 89 instead. And down into the Truckee Meadows, we'll top out around 92 in Reno today, 87 in Galena, 90 degrees if you're down in Washoe Valley. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. That 20% chance all the way across the board. That afternoon monsoon pattern continues for us, bringing about sunshine in the morning and then clouds and eventually showers and thunderstorms scattered across the area into the afternoon. Very similar story for Carson City and South Lake Tahoe as well. Temperatures returning above average by the time we get to the weekend. All right, time for my weather video of the day now. Rescue workers are digging through mud, rocks, and the debris of shattered homes after a massive landslide in western.
Now, Vera Arts, can you give us an audio check? Can you say something?
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you and can see you.
Communications, dangerous roads, and debris kept national rescue personnel from reaching the site for several hours. The disaster came to light when a bus driver passing by
I know, there's a lot of stuff.
She can see us,
say 8 people have been pulled alive from the mud and 25 bodies have been recovered. And officials say that unfortunately the chances of finding more survivors are slim. Back to you, Melissa.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for that. Stay with us. The News 4 Forum will be right back. Okay, Amanda, can you hear me?
I can.
Yay, awesome. What happened? We couldn't get you on.
I know. Well, I didn't have the link earlier. Nobody sent it to me, and then I finally got the link, and then my camera wasn't working, so I had to restart my computer.
Oh, it's so weird. I sent it to you at 10:50. I put you in there, and I sent it to you. I've been repeatedly sending it to you.
Oh, my God. I never got it. And I was texting Amanda Lehman furiously, like, what's going on? Why don't I have a link? And
yeah.
So, anyway, we're all good now.
We got you now. So here, we're coming up with you now on this block.
Okay.
So
great.
I just want to make sure that part of this Burning Man exhibit is a film, if you will, a short film about parents going to Burning Man for the first time, correct?
Yeah, so it's just a couple of things that we're doing to celebrate Burning Man. We don't actually have a Burning Man exhibit.
Okay, so it's, but we are talking about that short little film that can be seen there? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. So it's going to say from Burning Man to celebrating to a celebration of Nevada statehood. The Nevada Museum of Art has it all. Joining us now is Amanda Horn, Director of Communications for the museum. Excuse me, with all the juicy details. Hello, Amanda. Your first question is going to be, what's the new exhibit? What's new at the exhibit? New exhibit, I should say, at the Nevada Museum of Art. We've got a list here that you sent over. Territory of State, Anniversary of Statehood. And then there's a really important document from Washington, D.C. actually headed this way.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. And then the museum is doing something to celebrate Burning Man. Tell us the connection between the two. Then we go into there. And what other fun events do you have going on? Sound good?
That sounds great.
Awesome. All right.
Hey, Amanda, I put my phone number in the chat.
Oh, great.
So, because I'm in Google Plus, so I'm probably the best person to reach out to because Amanda's producing the show for her to get stuff going. But
great.
Circle me back in Google Plus. That would be awesome. And then that's my phone number.
And welcome back, everybody. From Burning Man to a celebration of Nevada statehood, the Nevada Museum of Art has it all. Joining us now live via Google Plus is Amanda Horn, the Director of Communications for the Nevada Museum of Art, with all the great details. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, Melissa.
Thanks for being with us. All right, what is the exciting new exhibit at the museum?
So we have a historical exhibit called the 36 Star, Nevada's Journey from Territory to State. It opens this Saturday, August 2nd. It's our way of celebrating Nevada's 150th anniversary of statehood, and it actually is 3 full galleries on the 2nd floor of the museum of historical documents, objects, and photographs on loan from the Library of Congress, the National Archives, and regional and state museums. So it is definitely a way to instill yourself with some Nevada pride.
That's awesome. And there's a pretty important document coming from Washington, D.C. in conjunction with this. It's going to be here.
Yes, so the document is the original Emancipation Proclamation on loan from the National Archives in Washington, D.C. Now, that doesn't come until October 30th, so it's actually at the close of the show. Because of its fragility, it's only allowed to be on public display for a few days out of every year, and we get it over a 4-day period. So October 30th through November 2nd, people will be hearing much more about that as we get closer, but it's really an exciting thing. It hasn't been in Nevada since after World War II when the Freedom Train rolled through the state. So it's a pretty big deal. Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations to you guys for getting it. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Also, switching gears here, the museum is also doing some stuff to celebrate Burning Man as well. Another big event that happens in our area.
That's right. So at the museum, we totally embrace Burning Man, and we are starting that right out of the gate on Saturday, August 9th. We have our free admission day, hands-on second Saturday, and we're calling this one Little Burners. So it's a great time to bring the whole family out to get the creative juices flowing. We have performances and workshops by Controlled Burn, and we all have art cars and open studio art projects to get everyone really pumped for the playa. And then on Sunday, August 17th at 3 p.m., we are showing a really cool documentary called Taking My Parents to Burning Man. So this is one reckless party animal's story about how he decided to throw his nearly retired parents into the adventure of Burning Man. And we like to call it a parental coming of age story. It's going to be really fun.
Love it. And then what other, quickly, we just got a few seconds left here, some other fun events that are going on at the museum right now.
Yeah, so we've just partnered with Chez Louis to host monthly flight nights. The next one is coming up August 8th. You can get a docent guided tour and take flight with 3 appetizers and paired wines. So that's a really great way to check out the museum and Chez Louis.
All right, a lot of great events going on at the museum. Amanda, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up next, Google helped authorities catch a person suspected of child porn. How did they do it? Pretty interesting. Coming up next in your Tech News. Amanda, thank you. I'm so sorry it was squirrely today. I don't know. I really don't know what happened.
That's okay. I'm glad we were able to squeeze it in.
Yeah, it worked out awesome. So thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
It worked out great, Amanda.
Thank you.
Yeah, it worked out great.
Yeah.
Great.
I want to give a shout out to Sudesh from India. He's watching the show and he actually noticed the green screen here. So apologies for the green video.
I know. Honestly, I don't know why Sudesh is like that. It just, for some reason, we have a funky issue with the camera today. It's so weird. I know, Amanda, I'm sorry. I should have said that to you when you came in. You can't see me, and I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. I figured it out because I'm staring. It was a little disorienting to stare at this green screen, but
I know. I'm so sorry.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Am I free to jet off, or do you want me to hang around?
You are. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.
Have a good one.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah, I'm taking off to see you guys.
Hampton, thank you, hon, for your help. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, Melissa and Tony. See you guys.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow if you're around.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, Shadaz.
Yeah, thanks for watching through the green screen. Yeah, that's right. Since really, Tony, that I don't have anything to show anybody because it's all just green screen.
Yeah.
I think we're going to close down the Hangout because it's all just green screen.
That's fine.
All right, Tony, thank you. Thanks for watching, you guys, on YouTube. Sorry about that. We're going to close it out so that way you're not stuck just looking at this. Wish we had something to show you. We're working on it. Bye.